On tonight's show of After Hours, we'll have an interview with the most recently eliminated guy. We'll have a full recap of this episode number 4 and a new contest. Stay tuned. All right, on tonight's show, a full recap of episode number 4, plus, spoiler alert, we'll talk to the eliminated guy, Travis. Trigger Travis is here. We'll also be having a contest where you can win my Love Games neck chain. You can win one of these necklaces. We'll be giving a few of those away, and we'll have Travis on right now. Travis, just wave to everybody. Let them know that you're out there and you can hear us.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, we'll be back with Travis, but first I want to recap some of the things that happened on tonight's show. In elimination, you saw myself, you saw Taylor, you saw Travis. We'll get to that. But this whole thing started out with an HBIC challenge that put Amy back in power again. I want you guys to take a look at this challenge, then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Now, Travis and I sat on the sidelines, so we're going to sit back and watch this just like we did on the show.
On your mark, get set, go, not that ace! Woo!
This might be one challenge where it might be good to be left out. Because if it comes down to it, if you help one girl win and you're supposed to be on another girl's team, this could backfire.
Yeah, it is. Oh, no, dash reverse counter. Diddy, oh my God! Oh my God!
My Sacagawea is getting frozen.
I can't believe my eyes!
When Camille put her ass down on the ice, you know what came right after that? My face. I was trying to get involved. Get up in there.
All right. So if you guys are watching this live, this is your chance to interact with me, Travis, and some of the other guys who are in the room. Right now, we've got Casey, we've got Jamin, I think Devin's in the room. A couple shout outs to those of you who did tune in live, who are in the chat room right now. I see Loudmouth Child in Kenya. Jay Crazy, Ashley Yeba, I Rep Julie. Thank you guys for tuning in. And remember, even you, I am Dre Michelle and Minion Spade Up, that you can ask your questions live. Right now, if you tweet them at us, hashtag LG After Hours, we can take your questions, integrate them into this broadcast. Anything you want to know from Travis or any of the guys. If you want to talk to Casey and Jamin, you can tweet them or you can message them right here in the chat box. All right. So on the HBIC challenge tonight, you saw one of the hottest challenges that we've had so far. And Travis and myself were on the sidelines for this one, which I don't know if that was a bad thing. I didn't need to put my mouth where Camila put her ass, or even Danny and some of the guys. But one thing I want to point out is that my boy Casey Cartel was a full-on gangster in this challenge. He had his hands behind his head like he was laying in a Lazy Boy recliner on that cold-ass ice. Dude had bruises on his back from how cold it was, but he's mentally tough. He didn't shake the whole time. I thought Joey and Casey and Camila got the award for the most creative way to open that ice, even though it didn't work out winning. But Amy was the HBIC, and she made a lot of people nervous and made some decisions that didn't make any sense to a lot of us in the house. You saw her putting up guys who were clearly into her, right? Now, Travis, we're going to get to you in a moment. I know that she was suspect that maybe you were into Camila, but to be fair, the only person in the house that didn't think I was Team Amy was fucking Amy. Every person around the house, guys and girls, thought that I was into Amy, but for some reason she couldn't get it through her head. She couldn't understand. Well, the dates came around, everybody was hanging out by the pool, and big shocker, Danny spent all of her time arguing with Shane, worried about what he was doing with Amy. The truth is, Amy's making a strategic decision, and Shane is too. Even if Shane is on Team Danny, he's going to need another ally inside the house, and maybe that's what's going on with Amy. I guess time will tell. Now, Travis was out there on the date as well, and he actually ended up on the hot seat with myself and with Taylor tonight. And we're going to bring in Travis in just a moment. But first, Since Travis had such an epic run on the show, I want to show you some highlights of how he was around the house. I know they called him Guy Liner on the show, but around the house, we called him Trigger Travis because he was a loose cannon and had a hair trigger. Check him out.
I feel like your face says I'm in a rock band and your body says I'm not, so I'm like confused. I'm gonna go for your face.
Hey, will you put that whole thing in my face right now? Oh my god! This has been so fun!
You're not that in my life!
Bro, we're getting crazy now, man.
Oh my god!
Hey, nobody has a cake fight like we do.
Yo, dude, your cheesecake in the weed song.
Oh!
Wait.
Gunkin'.
Oh my god, I got it!
I'm nervous as hell about this challenge. I can't dance. I took dance in college and barely passed, but I'm gonna give it my best.
Travis, you're galloping. Travis, you about to piss me off.
I didn't realize how intense Camila could be. I mean, it seemed like I was getting yelled at by my mom out there.
What?
No, it's not what like that. No, do not do that. Travis, what the hell? Travis, if you gallop, I swear to God, you're gonna piss me off. I'm telling you to do one thing and you can't even do it. Travis!
All right, and we have the man here himself, Trigger Travis. What's up, dude? How's everything going? Travis, can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you, man. What's up?
There you are. Say what's up to everybody. You are live, bro.
What up?
So we just showed some of your highlights. We showed the cake fight from the yacht trip. We showed the Truth or Dare where you came in bearing it all. No shame with this guy. And we showed your highlights from the dance contest and how Camila lost her mind. Dude, you had a hell of a run on the show. You were so much fun to be around. And I don't think you have anything to be ashamed of. So how do you feel about the way things went?
Well, obviously, you know what I mean. Like, I'm into Team Camila, and all she's doing is talking shit, which I didn't even know the whole time. I was in here. I thought I was one of the top looking dudes in the house. Obviously, in my games like Monopoly sometimes, and I mean I promote bars for a living. So I mean I'm dealing with people that live in Newport Beach where the girls are at a higher standard. I do no grenades. This was by far one of the worst shows I've been on, and it's my first show that I've been on. And the girls on the show, I mean, if you look at them, if you've seen them in person, you will have a total different view of them, and that best believe that. So you know what I mean, like, and that's the bottom line. I just wanted to make that clear. They had none of my stuff of me talking trash at all. What I thought of these girls, and I had my beer goggles on the whole time. Everybody can vouch for that because and you can ask anybody from Mo to these girls were all just beat up to the feet up, and but I had a good time. I just wanted, for me, it was about the experience. And I always wanted to be on The Real World. I tried out for 7 years in a row. Finally got a shot, a big opportunity, and I made my run. And it's the same production company that does The Real World. This is the new Real World, and I pretty much marked off a goal on my buckets list, which for me that's an accomplishment. And I'm just I was just excited to be on the show. I mean, and plus the girls weren't anything special. Looked like they got hit by semis or trucks. And fucking just, I mean, dude, like, I'm like, wow, I really got to work with this every night I go to bed. I'm just thinking, fuck, man, I'm just trying to play this game. And, I make them cupcakes or this or that, try to, do whatever I can. And I did good. I mean, I didn't get eliminated in the first episode, at least halfway through. Surprised Devin got eliminated by Camila. Camila's dude. I was her fucking, I liked her. I thought she was good. So that's 2 people she's already eliminated that liked her. Are you on drugs? Are you on that Dodie? You know what I mean? It didn't make any sense. You don't eliminate guys that have your back, that are on your team, that are loyal to you. But
yeah, it's hard to see logic in that, man. She claimed that she was sacrificing you guys because she would just get put up again. But the truth is, Devin went home and he was Team Camila. And it sounds like what you're saying right now is that you were Team Camila too. Is that true?
The whole time. You could even look on episode 1 when I said, yeah, beautiful people need to stick together. We can win this. But I think she got mad because I can't dance and blah, 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 blah. But, dude, my beer goggles were on all the time. I made them look good because, dude, if you're from Orange County, you know what I'm talking about. Anybody from the OC, Newport Beach, Laguna Beach, Corona Del Mar, we're talking high class, priority investment girls. I mean, dude, yeah, it just wasn't even fair, and I mean, I feel sad for all the other guys that were on the show too. Like you, Josh, and Jamin, and then we had Cartel. Cartel, how were these girls on the show?
Yo, why did you tell them that I'm on the phone with me, fool?
Oh, well, I thought you said to. Tell them how you feel.
Who, me? Let me see. This is Casey Cartel right here, fresh in the flesh, you heard? And listen, I'm going to say it like this, man. Regardless of what anybody said about the girls or whatever, I knew where their mind was at. Listen, I'm from Brooklyn. We don't play this, all right? So, you know what, we keep it moving, and that's why I was giving all the guys guidance in the house, because I didn't want to see none of my homies go out like that. And unfortunately, Devin did, Travis did, Mo did. They all thought I was the underdog. You gave anybody in the house. They did not expect me to come back when I was up for elimination. And anybody in the house can attest to that.
Yeah. But what do you think of the girls, dude? I'm saying, what do you think? How do you think they were hot? Did you think the girls were on the show were hot, Casey? Answer the fucking question.
Alright, listen. The girls on the show, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm just gonna keep it real right now.
Casey's being politically correct right now.
New York City, Brooklyn. I worked at band strip clubs, Club Perfection, Club Cityscape. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen a lot of girls. Now, are they up to par with the girls that I see on the regular at home? Listen. Maybe, maybe not, but you know what it is? It's like some people have certain tastes, and some people don't have certain tastes. And there's reasons for the way I acted on the show, which I'm going to leave up for the public to decide, because you know what it is? I'm a hustler by heart, and that's a hustle I'm going to die.
Okay, well, the girls...
Yeah, I have to say that Casey was one of the realest dudes in the house. People think this is an act, but this guy is hard. I mean, you've seen some things in your life, Casey. And Travis, I think you can attest to that it wasn't an act. In fact, all the guys in the house, what you see is what you get. I want to get back to the elimination real quick, Travis, because at the end, the first person they saved was Taylor. And it was down to just you and me. And I know that you and Taylor got a good laugh off of, well, the way things went down in there.
Yeah. You know, I was... If they want to kick off the best-looking guy on the show and the most fun to be around, then I guess, yeah, kick me off. You know, plus I'm down. I was down for Team Camila. I wanted her to win. I was on her team the whole fucking way. And then for me to get voted off, I couldn't believe it. I was like, first you vote off Devin, then me. Are you fucking retarded? Do you really want to win this game, bitch?
Yeah, I hear you, man. Hey, Travis, we have a couple viewer questions. Hang in there with us, and we're going to pull some of these up. So we have Rowan here, ROWW90 on Twitter. He's asking, Travis, have you watched previous seasons of Love Games, and who was your favorite girl? Did you watch the show prior to going on it?
You know, I didn't watch it until I got stuck in a hotel room for a day, and I had to watch all the episodes and stuff, and I thought Leah was the most down. She's all tatted up. I'm tatted up. You know, that would have been my chick easily. You know, I could just read people like books, and that's. But I mean, obviously, couldn't read Camila, but I've never. It's not my thing.
I hear you, man. So looking back on this whole process and seeing how everything went down, especially all the different point of views that you get, would you have changed anything about the way you played the game? Do you have any regrets?
The only thing I have a regret for is the girls weren't hot enough for me to get a connection with. I wish there was hotter girls on the show.
Right on. I hear you, man. There was a couple lines in the show tonight, and one of them I wanted to bring up was when Camila, during your date, said that she thought that you were a pawn in her game. How do you feel about hearing that?
Tell her I pawned her so good that I started licking cheesecake off her tits and making out with her. What else did I do? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, I'm the pawn, but you're giving me booty? Like, what? That's fucking, I couldn't believe it. I was just in shock. Obviously, you don't kiss guys you don't like, even if you're playing the fucking game.
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I think you got the better end of that deal. Travis, any last words before you take off?
She's
Is there a
so
way
phony.
that people can keep up with you?
She's off her titties and fucking make out with her and do all this crazy stuff in that fucking room, and then she votes me out. Are you retarded? Holy
I know,
shit.
man. That damn magician might have pulled one over on you there in the elimination.
Yeah. She was
all
always
right, bro. So if
like,
people want to keep up with you, what's your website and your Twitter? How can people keep in touch with Travis?
well, my website's www.travislg4webs.com is my website.
Okay.
And then my Twitter is Love Games Travis. And then
we'll
also
put all of those links up on the website so people can stay in touch with you. What's coming for the future? What can we expect from Trigger Travis?
I got another reality show. You know what I mean? And autographs. If people want autographs, I'm totally down. I'm able to. I'll send it out to you. You know, you just gotta pay for shipping. You know, and the print and all. If you guys, anybody wants my autograph, I was the. I mean, you even said it yourself, Josh. I mean, who's one of the realest guys in the house?
I have to say, were you not only one of the realest guys in the house, but you were one of the most entertaining guys in the house. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say you were the most electrifying character in the history of Love Games in any of the seasons we've ever had. Travis, you stood out, and you definitely stayed true to yourself, man. And I consider you a great friend. So thanks for coming on.
You too, brother. And also, last but not least, you know, I sell cars and T-shirts. I got about 2,000 T-shirts. Go to my website, my online store. You can go there. If people are looking for cars, I go to auctions and I buy cars. I do a lot of stuff. I own a company called Chronic Jerky. We do beef jerky company. I run one of the best nightclubs on Main Street, downtown Huntington. If anybody wants to go down there and party, we'll do bottles, we'll do drinks. I got everybody, free drinks on me. I don't care. It's my show. I run it. And I'd love for any of my fans, any of my friends, anybody that was supporting me the whole way through to come out and have a drink on me if you're over 21.
All right, brother. Well, that's all the time we have. I want to thank you for coming on the show. And you guys can stay in touch with Travis at LoveGamesTravis on Twitter. So we're going to take a couple more questions from you guys about the show in general. And if you want to reach out to Travis, you can do that. We'll post his links online below this video on YouTube and on lgafterhours.com as well. So the first one we have coming up here is from Ariel Torres, R-E-L-L-L-L-L on Twitter. She says, OMG, you're so cute. Can I hug you? That's not really a question, Sierra. Was that real? We're getting back to these tiers. I'm getting a lot of questions on Twitter about the tiers tonight. And the truth is, a magician never reveals his secrets. But that trick kept me in the game. So we'll leave it at that. What else do we have up here, Sierra? Ashley Yeba is asking, in the first episode, at first glance, which girl was the hottest to you? I think there's no denying that Camila was the hottest, sexiest girl in the house. I'd say next was probably Amy for me. I'm usually into the blonde bombshell, but she didn't really do it for me. And then after that would be Danny, who is honestly the sweetest and realest girl in the house, but Camila brought that passion and that fire, and she was a sexy, sexy girl. What team am I on? At this stage, it's hard to say. You know, Mo and Javier and Devin all got sent home for saying what team they were on. I'm going to keep that close to my hip right now, just like I did inside the house. And as long as the girls know how I feel about them, I think I'll be okay. The problem is, it looks like some of my tricks are catching up to me now. So you have to tune in next week and see how things go. Alyssa_Miggs on Twitter asks, do your magic tricks work on girls? Tricks for the chicks. The truth is that it really depends on the context. Obviously, if you just pull a deck of cards out unannounced and try and do a trick, it can come off a little awkward or weird. When you're watching this show, it's hard to tell how things really play out. The truth is that there is a deleted scene that shows the last date I had with Camila at the strip club. And if you watch her real reaction, I think you'll see what she thought of the trick, and I'll just let the clip speak for itself. Take a look.
Don't run over that card. You see your card?
Take a look.
No way. How did you do that? That was fly, dude. Do you know how that just happened? Did you watch everything?
I was literally watching.
Yes.
I was watching.
Wait a minute. Do it again.
So as you can see, things aren't always as they seem. I did pull out a lot of magic in the house, sometimes not at the right times, but the truth is, Camila loved that trick. We're going to put the full uncut date up on YouTube. You guys can see some more deleted scenes from Love Games by going to lovegames.oxygen.com or by checking out lgafterhours.com. We're going to do something new this week. We're going to have a giveaway, and on the show, I always wore this necklace. This is a handcuff key, which always keeps me out of trouble and can do the same for you. So if you want to be an official minion, all you have to do to win this necklace is to tweet me at @It'sJoshNorris for your chance to win my Love Games neck chain. All you have to tell me is what you think you see in this ink blot. So post a comment below this video on YouTube or tweet me at @It'sJoshNorris what you see in the ink blot, and I'll pick the most creative answer to win my neck chain. All right, if you guys want more Love Games content, make sure you check out the official website, lovegames.oxygen.com. They place a lot of deleted interviews and deleted scenes from dates. That's a place where you can find out what really went down sometimes behind the scenes. It's hard to tell in 45 minutes or an hour how everything played out in the course of a week. We had one more question come in, and somebody was asking, where did I hear about Love Games? And was I surprised by the girls in the mansion? I found out about Love Games from the internet. They had the application online, and they're actually casting now for season 5. And a lot of people have asked how you get on the show. You heard Travis and Mo both say that they had applied to The Real World, which is also by Bunham and Murray, which is one way to get into Love Games. It's a feeder for this show, but you also can apply directly to Love Games. If you want to be on this show, tweet me. I'm It's Josh Norris. I can pass your information on, or you can go to the Love Games official website and get some information there on how to fill out an application. But honestly, if you want to bypass that and send me your photos, I'd be happy to pass your information on to the casting director if it seems like you'd be a good fit. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been another awesome episode of LG After Hours. We're going to do this each week. I know you people have had requests about how we could get some different guests on the show. The best way to do that is to tweet them. If you're a fan of Tanisha or Camila or Amy or Danny or any of the bad girls you see on the show or any of the cast members from past seasons, tell them you want to see them right here on LG After Hours. That's how we'll get the message across. Next week, we'll have another eliminated cast member, and maybe we'll bring on a bad girl as well. That's all the time we have for now. As I always say, shallow women love deep V's. Stay tuned.